Welcome to the 2013 KVIE Art Auction, celebrating 32 years of visual arts in our region. More than 250 pieces will be auctioned off to the highest bidder, and you can be a part of the action by watching and bidding on your favorite pieces. View the entire collection online at kvie.org/art auction. Then, when your favorite item appears, call 1-800-270-6601 to place your bid. You can also interact live with the auction team on Twitter using hashtag KVIEArts. Remember to bid high and bid often. And now, let the auction begin. Sold.
Stay tuned for the sculpture category coming up next on the KVIE Art Auction. Juried by Fred Gordon, this category features three-dimensional works in all media, including functional art. View all of the categories featured in this year's art auction at kvie.org/art auction. Bid high and bid often.
And welcome to the KVIE Art Auction. A special thanks to our generous artists, galleries, and framers. This portion of KVIE's Art Auction is presented by Wells Fargo Bank. And we want to thank Wells Fargo Bank for supporting public television and art in the Central Valley. We appreciate your support. Hi, I'm Mary Jane Popp from AM 950 K-High Radio, and I'm telling you right now, I am a huge supporter of KVIE, and I'll tell you why. Simply because we have great programming, and we want to keep that programming going, but you know, you can't do that. It costs a few bucks to do it. We need your help, so we're going to be looking for a whole lot of bell ringers today, okay? And of course, we have our special guest with us today, our art expert, Mary Ellen Lane. She is a mosaic artist, and she has a piece, as a matter of fact, that she's going to be showing tomorrow, so you're going to absolutely love it. And she has a wonderful collection. Mary Ellen, it's going to be so much fun because we're going to show you all the pieces that we're going to have in this first half hour. So let's take a look at those first, and then we're going to get going, and we're going to raise money like crazy. The first one is the Figure Kinetic Wind Eater by Phil Evans. It is a steel measuring 74 by 22 by 22. It's fantastic. Granny's Bowl is the second one, and that is by Robert Beers. It's a clay. Gorgeous. It looks like an antique. 9C is the next one. Porcelain Corset. This one is phenomenal. Wait till we get a close-up of that one. And that's by Marjorie Morbitzer. And then we have Scotty at Play. It is by Patricia Cisneros. It's a sculpture and it's a mosaic. And it's just so cute. That would be great in a kid's room. 9E is Big Bowl of Chilies. I'm telling you, with this one, when you get up close, you just want to take a chili out and start cooking. And that's by Ray Gonzalez. And then we have 9F, which is Watercolor Grapefruit Bowl by Julia Diane. It's porcelain. And this, just gorgeous. That's the inside. All these different colors in there. It's just fantastic. You can actually have water in there and float things on top. But we want to kick off with the first one, so let's do it right now. Figure Kinetic Wind Eater. We're standing. This is amazing. This is 60 inches tall. Isn't this fantastic, Mary Ellen?
It is, Mary Jane, and the reason why is because Phil Evans is the artist, and he has been a master artist in Sacramento for 30 years.
Wow.
And he loves steel. He loves to make things in steel and sculpt.
Look at this, folks. It actually, in the wind, you could actually have it outside and it will blow in the wind. Can you believe that? Now, this is a $1,200 piece. We have a $350 bid. Now, I know we can do better than that. Come on, folks. Just come on. Get that call going. 800-270-6601. 800-270-6601. Let's get the bidding going, because this is a piece that you could have inside or outside, maybe in the foyer, maybe a sunroom. This would be a great piece for that.
It would be, Mary Jane, because the thing that's beautiful about Phil's art is you become invested in it, in the sense of, like, if it is outside, it's going to change over time.
Oh, yeah.
It's Phil is into the invisible forces of wind and sun and things that change. So it's, you you would like it. I
And
mean,
the colors on this are just fantastic. And the little dangly pieces here, it just is really something so special. And I think everybody will absolutely love having this as a piece. It's a showpiece.
it is.
You know, it's a conversation piece. When you come into a room and see this, you're going to talk about it. You're going to say, gee, what is that? And everybody, I think, will get a different feel as to what they experience when they see this sculpture. Don't you think?
And you may have noticed, if you've been in the village of Fair Oaks, that's where Phil has a studio. And it's a very large studio with a lot of metal, and he has two-pronged practice where he makes ornamental sculptures and then fences and things for restaurants, and then the rest of the time he uses his energy towards more ideal kinetics. He's influenced by Alexander Calder, which is
Wow. But again, they got a call. Come on, people, don't let me down today, because I'm going to have to live up to this tomorrow if I don't get people calling. So it's right now, 800-270-6601, 800-270-6601. You could have this magnificent piece. We have a bid of only $350. Please, you can't do this to me. Come on, give me a call right now. You got to make this happen for us, because this is a one-of-a-kind. You're never going to find anything like this. It's going to be the kind of piece that when you walk into a room, everyone has a different feel, a different spirit about it. And you know, it almost has a spiritual feel too, doesn't it?
There's a mystical sense to kind of the outsider art that's being displayed here, and Phil is kind of way ahead of his time. He's been doing this for a long time, and now a lot of people do it, where it's outside found objects, recycled objects, those kinds.
Amazing. And of course, are we gonna go over to the phone bank for just a second? Hey, listen, let's check in with Dee and Heath.
Hi, Mary Jane. We are over in the phone bank. How can you go wrong with a piece called Figure Kinetic Wind Eater? That's pretty great. Don't you think so, Jessica?
We want to hear those phones ringing. Pick up the phones and call us.
There you go. There's your call to action. We've got a great group of volunteers here. They're ready to take your calls of support. 1-800-270-6601 is the number to call, and you can take home a beautiful piece of art from Northern California artists. And the way you do that is to pick up your phone and make that call. This piece was featured outside at our preview gala, and it was spinning beautifully in the wind. Just think how great it's going to look in your yard as well. Or you can put it anywhere you want, but it is perfectly suitable as an outdoor statement piece of art. And now we're going to head back over to Mary Jane Popp.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, the whole idea is that it will change with time. This will change with time. As it's outside, the colors will change, the timbre of it will change. So again, it's a piece that you have now that, you know, in a month or 6 months or a year from now will be slightly different. When the people come over to your house, they're going to go, gosh, that's interesting, or they'll get their own feel out of it. Again, you got to make that call right now. Please give us a call, 800-270-6601, 800-270-6601. If you don't make the call now, you know what's going to happen? You're going to be sorry later on is what's going to happen. You know, you'll be thinking about it, and it's going to be too late. It's going to be gone, and you're going to be thinking, oh, you know, I wish I would have had that. That can be an absolutely fantastic piece for my yard, my sunroom, and when people come over, don't you like to have something that's a little bit different? You know, it isn't the same stuff again. Dee, come on in here. How come they can't see all the beautiful pieces this is?
What I wanted to say about this piece is me and Tessa, who works here at KVIE, we actually went out to Phil's studio and we selected this work.
Did you?
So it's a very special piece. Mary Ellen can attest. I mean, he has a resume a mile long.
Yeah, he definitely, this work is going to become more valuable because Phil is actually going to close his studio. He's downsizing his studio in Fair Oaks. So he's not going to stop making art. He's just going to kind of
change a little bit.
Yeah. Right.
Well, doggone, they won't get anything like this again.
It's a great opportunity to get a large piece by a really well-known artist. It would look great in someone's restaurant. What a fun piece to have outside your business. You put this outside your business and people are going to go, oh, I want to stop and shop there.
Yeah, because it's something different. Again,
that's right.
You don't want to have the same old, same old. This is the whole idea. You can have something different in your home, in your business, wherever you happen to be. And again, this is a learning piece too. But again, this could be the last of its kind. And you could have the last of its kind. But we can't do it unless you make that phone call right now at 800-270-6601. And we can get a great bid going here. Right now we have a high bid of $375. This is valued at $1,200, people. And we only have $375. I know we can do better than that. How are we going to have bell ringers unless we get you calling in? So again, 800-270-6601. I know we can do absolutely fantastic. And of course, we want to make sure that you make that call immediately. Now, the thing is, we're going to go on to our second one because we don't want to miss out. We got a whole lot to cover in this half hour. But again, I want to make sure you make that call now. You'll be sorry later on. But let's go now to Granny's Bowl by Robert Beers. Tell me about this, Mary Ellen.
Robert Beers is an artist who works in ceramics, and he likes the glaze of celadon, which you see here is this green color. It's actually a very ancient color of glaze in ceramics. It's been used for centuries, especially in ancient Chinese ceramics.
Now, will you trust me with a glove on?
Absolutely, Mary
Really?
Jane.
Okay,
sure.
well, I won't even, I'm just going to tip it because this is the way it should be displayed. Seriously. Because, okay, oh, here we go. Look at this. Isn't that absolutely stunning? The texture, all the different textures in there. The colors of green come out different, don't they, Mary Ellen?
Well, Robert made this for his Granny Watson, who in homage to her lace, her needlework, and it's interesting because Robert is kind of a tough cowboy kind of guy, and he's into ceramics. He's an artist, and
it looks almost antique. I love it. No wonder for his granny. I would think this is absolutely fantastic. But you got to call. Right now, we have a $60 bid. It's valued at $200, which is a steal to begin with. But you got to call. Again, 800-270-6601. Please give us a call because we want to make sure we get at least a few bell ringers going here. I know it's a little dreary outside, but you can pick up that dreary and make it just your special day by making the bid. Remember what we're here for. We're here to raise money so we can keep the wonderful programs like the Masterpiece Theater. And, oh, you know what I've gotten hooked on lately, Mary Ellen? Doc Martin. I love Doc Martin. And I know I'm ashamed to say I didn't know he existed till about this last year, but I am just absolutely hooked. So again, 800-270-6601. Please make the bid. Dee, tell them call.
That's right. If you don't call, you won't get the art. And I've got a bid right now of $500 on the Kinetic Wind Eater by Phil Evans. This is a beautiful piece. I would love to have this in my home because I'm on air. I can't bid on it right now. Think of it out there in your outdoor patio area where you cook with all the little spoons on him. He could be your little chef inspiration. And you can get him right now for $550. It has a $1,200 value. Remember, when Phil let me choose this piece from his studio, he gave it to me knowing that that $1,200 was going to go towards great programming like Doc Martin, also one of my favorites, and help PBS continue the programs that you love to watch. So please, let's get that bid up. It's $525. You got to call now. You can register now. You can call if you're not registered. We'll get you hooked up and get your bid in before this closes in about 2.5 minutes. So let's go back out to Mary Ellen and Mary Jane and look at that beautiful dish again.
Come on, people. That sculpture is fantastic that Dee just told you about. And I'm telling you, you will find a perfect place for it. But again, you got to call. Again, we have a $525 bid on it. Now, that's, I know it's creeping up, but we got a long way to go. I know you can do it if you just make that call at 800-270-6601. And again, this Granny's Bowl is so perfect. I mean, come on, people. It's a $200 value. We only have a $60 bid on this. I know we can do better. Look at
this detail in the middle and all this texture, the pink, I think pink would go really well with this color green. So maybe for like a little girl's room or somebody who likes something that's a little different. Be nice.
Isn't this nice? I mean, the shine to it is just absolutely fantastic. But it does look antique-y. I'm serious. I've seen some antique bowls. I've got one in my home that's from my grandmother. And it's a little smaller. but I swear it looks like this, and the detail in this is absolutely fantastic.
Well, the artist goes around to antique fairs and watches Antique Roadshow, and he likes to replicate older pottery. And that's what he's trying to do here, is kind of recreate something that's ancient or from another time.
And in homage to his grandma.
Right.
Which is fantastic. You could do the same thing. This could be an homage to your grandma. Now, we have a $70 bid at this point on this Granny's Bowl, valued at $200. I know we can get that $200, but I need your help now, and I need it without hesitation. Just get over that phone and make the phone call. 800-270-6601. Again, these are all pieces you'll say, oh my gosh, maybe I should have gotten that. It would have been absolutely wonderful. So hopefully we've got a $100 bid so far on it, but I know we can do better than that. So please give us a call, 800-270-6601. I'll keep you posted, but I know we can get a bell ringer on that one, just like this one. This is absolutely cute as a button. It's a porcelain corset by Marjorie Morbitzer. Mary Ellen, this is fantastic. It even has a little bit of shine to it.
This is part of a series Marjorie is known for. She's well known for it. Last year's auction work was the sculpture Imprint of a Caress. I don't know if you remember that. But she coils her clay, and then up here on the top is some mosaic work, which is actually very beautiful. So the light shines through, and it creates kind of a play of beauty, actually.
And it looks gorgeous. It reminds me, I know he calls it a corset, but it looks like a bustier.
Right, and wouldn't it be great for a gift for like a bride or a new mother?
Yeah.
Or Marjorie is a single mom, and she likes to test the limits of clay, and she's also a scientist. So, you know, there's some power in the female torso that really speaks to her.
Look at all the detail on this. It's absolutely phenomenal, the detail. When you get up close, you go, oh my God, it looks like a corset. It looks like a bustier. Absolutely fantastic. And we have a $180 bid at this point, but it's valued at $600. Can you imagine the amount of work that goes into a piece like this? This is fantastic. People don't realize how much trouble and time and spirit and life that goes into these pieces, Mary
Well,
Ellen.
that's right, Mary Jane, because when you put something in a kiln and you take it out, you're never sure exactly. So the artist has a trial and error where she, you know, she has to kind of have a process and work it through and then get down to a place where it works. So.
But we gotta make that phone ring. That's the only way we can raise money for KVIE. Please, I keep going back to it, but it's true. That's what we're here for, to raise money so that we can have the wonderful programming that we bring to you 24/7 right here at KVIE. But yet we need your help. That's 800-270-6601. Make that call now. This is a beautiful piece as a wonderful gift, don't you think? Hey, guys over there, help me out here.
I'd love to. So I'm here with Granny's Bowl. This is a beautiful piece of porcelain. It has been glazed. It is food safe. You don't want to put Granny's Bowl in the dishwasher, though. This is a delicate, wonderful hand wash piece. Have we had a bell ringer?
Yeah, what do you
have
think?
A bell ringer? Right now we have a bid of $175 on this item. We're looking for you to come in at $200 and be a part of the auction. There we go, $200. It's a bell ringer, folks.
Yay!
Thank you, but the auction is not over. You can keep calling in and bidding on Granny's Bowl, 1-800-270-6601. Make this functional art part of your home. What a beautiful display piece. And as I said, it's been glazed. It is food safe, so you can use it for a beautiful presentation in your home when you have guests or every day of the year. And now let's send it back over to Mary Jane.
I love it. A bell ringer. We got a bell ringer, Mary Ellen, but we got to have more. Come on, people. This bustier is fantastic. It's, like Mary Ellen said, a wonderful gift, a wonderful one-of-a-kind piece that you could have on display. And again, a conversation piece. Don't you love it when you have people come over and everyone wants to talk about your art and really experience it and be a part of it? Well, this would definitely do it for you. Don't you think, Mary Ellen?
And it's a corset, too, Mary Jane. You know, the corset maybe is on the way out, but maybe back on the way.
It's never on the way out, Mary Mary Ellen. It's always in, and it's going to be, because it's a fun piece.
Right. Well, it's nice that it's the torso. I like the torso idea of the female form and
Pretty
figure.
good looking form there, by the way.
I agree.
Yeah, she's got a great form there. And this is kind of what I think the turn of the century was all about. Women really did have a form. We're not talking Twiggy here. We're talking
and we're not talking Spanx.
No way! Forget about the Spanx. This is a real woman's figure. Again, you gotta make that call right now. We only have a $180 bid. I know we can do better than that. Please, people, give us a call. Again, keep in mind what we're here for. 800-270-6601. We want to make sure that the programming at KVIE continues to be the great programming for kids, for adults, men, women. It doesn't make any difference. There's something for everyone at KVIE. But again, we need your help. 800-270-6601. This corset is so stunning. We have a let's see, what do we have now? Oh, we have just $180. I can't believe that we only have a $180 bid on this, Mary Ellen. This is impossible.
Mary Jane, I think that you might have to bid on it because you really like this piece, and
But
I see
can't.
why.
I'm on the air.
Okay, well, you need to have a proxy bidder over.
Phew, I wish I did. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. I love this thing. Please, people, 800-270-6601. I know we can do better than that. We've already had one bell ringer on the Granny's Bowl. I know we can do better on the corset. And of course, we still have the figure kinetic wind eater. I don't think we closed that out yet. So we want to make sure we can still give you something that is unique, something that is special. And that's what we do at KVIE. We give you special programming. We need your help to keep that programming going. Please give us a call, 800-270-6601. Again, you'll really be sorry if you don't make that call right now. Again, the porcelain corset. I know we can do better than we at $180 on that one. Now, Mary Ellen, you're a mosaic artist. This is a mosaic, correct?
Yes.
And it's called Scotty at Play by Patricia Cisneros. And tell me a little bit about this, because you're the art director here.
Well, I am really inspired by this piece because it's very playful, as all the sculpture in our category is. And it's very well made. I mean, I kind of get a little bit geeky about that. But this piece here is so well made that it could go practically anywhere in your house. You know, mosaic is cool because it can go in the bathroom, it can go in the kitchen, it can go places where paintings and other things may not necessarily be able to go. But this is a nice rendition of a Scotty at Play. The artist is really into Scotty dogs, the Scottish Terrier, which is also known as the Aberdeen Terrier. And she handmade all of these tiles. The Scotty dog, the bone, the ball, the tree, and even the frame she built.
I like the bone. That is so cute. And the ball that he's playing with, it's got a little something for it. Wouldn't this be great for a youngster in their room? I think this would be great in the bedroom in a youngster. Fantastic. It's so cute. And it's a conversation piece too. But there's the Scotty dog, the bone, the little ball that he plays with, the tree that he's going to, well, never mind. It's just, we have a lot of fun. It's so real. It makes it real.
And then there's variations in her grouting, which, you know, if you'll notice, this is kind of brownish here, and then the sky is blue. And it's just a really well composed piece.
Absolutely. Well, we only have a $65 bid on this. Are you kidding? This is ridiculous. Come on. It's valued at $225, but I know we can do better than that. Please, people, 800-270-6601, 800-270-6601. I know I keep saying the phone number. That's because we need to have your phone calls to come in right now. We want to make sure that we can help you. And of course, hey, you guys over the phone bank, you're having way too much fun.
We are having a good time over here because I have one of my best art movers and a breast cancer survivor who is boosting her yays right here for you. We've got Marjorie's ceramic bustier. I own one of Marjorie's pieces. I love her work. You can put a little candle in there and it casts the most amazing set of patterns all over the room. Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful piece. It's a great way to celebrate being a woman. Maybe you need to celebrate somebody who's survived themselves. I think this would be absolutely gorgeous in anyone's home. I only have a bid right now of $225 and it's got a retail value of $600. Marjorie gives us a piece every year, so let's boost our yays a little bit and get that bid up there and make these phones ring. Let's go back out to Mary Jane.
I think it looks perfect on her. It's fantastic. I love it. Now, wouldn't you love to have that piece in your home and have fun with it? I love the idea that you could actually put a candle in there and have the glow coming out of the bouchier. Again, a conversation piece. 800-270-6601. Please give us a call. Don't let that happen. Don't let that one get away. Just like Scotty at Play. You don't want to let this one get away from you. We only have a $65 bid. Scotty at Play can be a whole lot of fun for any place, as you said, in the home, because it is mosaic art, correct?
Well, I kind of envision it, Mary Jane, as being in a child's room or maybe like a guest bathroom where you want to, you know, keep things light and happy. And this is such a happy piece.
Yeah. And for boy or girl, it doesn't make any difference because it's, you know, all about the Scotty dog and the fun things that you can do. I'm telling you right now, people, please remember, these pieces are for you to be in your home, to make it special. And the only way we can make it special is if you give us that call, 800-270-6601. Come on, people, we need your help and we need it now. I just don't want to go home and say, I only have one bell ringer. Come on, we need your help. I know that you can call 800-270-6601. What does it take to make a mosaic like this, the process?
Well, it's a very layered process, Mary Jane. It's a lot of breaking. Well, you know, the fun part is breaking things up.
Breaking things? Now, what more can you ask for? You can break things up and come up with this. I love it.
And I think the thing that Patricia really likes is she's created a niche market for Scotty Dog. She does Scotty Dog art. And she goes to a convention every year in LA and sells her work there, and people are really digging that.
And it really doesn't matter if you're a Scotty lover, if you're a dog lover. I mean, that's all it's going to take. Dog lovers, come on, people. I would love to have this piece in my home, wouldn't you? You know, you can put it in some fun things. And again, it gets people talking and saying, gee, what is that? And oh, it's mosaic art. And you can explain that the artist loves Scotty dogs and this kind of thing. And again, the detail in this with the bone and the ball that the dog is playing with. Again, 800-270-6601. We need your help, and we need your help now. I know it's kind of dreary outside, and hopefully you're just kind of sitting back and relaxing, but don't relax too much because we're going to get rid of those pieces, and then you're going to be sorry. I'm telling you right now, you're going to feel really bad if that piece goes away and you didn't make the bid on that. But let's go now to our, I love this one too. It's called The Big Bowl of Chilies by Ray Gonzalez, and this is clay, is it not, Mary Ellen?
Yes, it's a two-part clay process that Ray does. The bowl is hand thrown, which means on a wheel. I'm sorry, it's a wheel thrown pot, which means that it's, you know, formed by the wheel. And then he hand builds the chilies and put those in.
Fantastic. Now, can it be outside? Or this is...
I think it can be outside. I envision this inside mainly because Ray told me this story about chilies.
Okay.
This is a series of, he calls it the Chili Bowl series, and he's reminded of his mother as a child cooking chili peppers in his mother's house, and they would fill the whole house, the smell, and he said they were so strong it would make his eyes water. So now, whenever he smells chili peppers cooking, he's taken right back to his mother's kitchen.
Look at this. Look at the detail in that. I mean, I almost feel like I could take one of these out, start cutting it, and, you know, start cooking my Mexican food.
Right.
It's beautiful.
You can almost smell it, can't you?
I can.
Yes.
Yeah, I can just, oh, I love it. You know, I do love this. So please, 800-270-6601. We have right now a $125 bid. And this is only $325, but it's heavy. I mean, we're not talking a lightweight here. This is a heavy piece.
It's very well made. Yes.
Very well made, just beautiful. And I think you can have it inside and out because the glaze on it and everything has been really spectacular.
Well, the reds and the greens, Ray told me that he likes to go to the farmer's market or just even the grocery store and look at the different colors of chili peppers or green peppers, red peppers, because that goes back into the studio and inspires him to recreate those colors.
Fantastic. Again, we only have a $125 bid on that. It's valued at $325, and I'm telling you, in weight alone, this is unbelievable. It's huge. It's gorgeous. Honestly, they look like you can just pick them out right now and start munching on them. I'm telling you, it's just that beautiful. You just got to get up close and just take a look at the detail. All the detail in there is fantastic.
Wouldn't it be nice to present this to someone who is a gourmet Mexican cook?
Oh, what a great idea. Somebody who's a super chef and give them this, they would love it, wouldn't they, Dee?
Yes, they would. That would be a beautiful accessory for anybody's super fancy chef kitchen.
Oh, okay.
It looks like we do have a bell ringer going on, and I don't know which one that is on this, the little Scotty at play.
Yay!
This is a beautiful piece. Mary Ellen is a really well-known mosaic artist, and for her to be taken with a piece means that the technical skills involved in making this piece are way up there. So we're going to go once on the Scotty. I have $2.50 on the Scotty. It's currently a bell ringer. Going twice. It's closed at $2.50. That's how fast it goes, folks. Get on the phone. We've still got a few pieces open. If you want those chilies, you got to call right now. So let's go back and look at that big, beautiful bowl of chilies.
You bet. Oh, and by the way, just to let you know, the porcelain corset, we do have a $400 bid. Again, it was only $600. I know we can make that one a bell ringer. 800-270-6601. Our bowl of chilies, I know we can make this a bell ringer because it could be such a wonderful piece for so many different occasions.
And Ray Gonzalez is a very well-known ceramic artist in Sacramento and beyond, and he's been making art for 30 years, and he's a longtime Sierra College professor, so you may have even taken a class from him. He's a very accomplished ceramic artist.
Again, big bowl of chilies. I'm telling you right now, you feel like you can cook anytime with what you've got sitting here. And again, think about what we're here for. I know you're looking and saying, well, that art piece, yes, I like it, I kind of you're going to love it when it's in your home, and you're going to love it even more because guess what? You're helping KVIE. That's what we're here. The art auction is here to raise money so that we can have some wonderful programming. Again, 800-270-6601. We need your help, and we need your help now. Please make that phone call. Again, it's kind of dreary outside, but we want to bring some sunshine into your home with some of these wonderful pieces. But we can't do that unless you give us a call. 800-270-6601. We got only a couple of bell ringers. I know we can do better than that. So again, 800-270-6601. We have a $150 big bowl of chilies, and it's valued at $325. Now, Dee, come on. We can do better than this.
Okay, I'm going to close out my bustiers right here. I've got a bid of 400. I've got 400 going once. I got my gal over here on the phone going twice. Okay, I'm going to close it out. We're going to close it out at 400. Jack Scavell. You got it. Congratulations. That's a beautiful piece. That's how fast it goes. We've got people still bidding on that chili bowl. So let's get in, get your bid on the chili bowl. I'm going to close it out here in about 2 minutes. So we're going to go back, and now we're going to see a beautiful piece by Julie Diane.
Oh, this is so unique, people. I am telling you right now. It's incredible. You have to get up close to it, I'm telling you, to be able to appreciate this. Now, I'm going to tell you what, do you want to put the gloves on and tip it? Because I don't want to take the chance. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'll hold that for you, Mary Ellen.
Okay.
Because put the gloves on. Oh, you got to tip.
I think Julie wouldn't mind if
Okay, you know Julie, so she wouldn't mind. But look at the colors in this. It's not one color. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, well, it's kind of a tannish. It's got pink. It's got blue. It's all these different colors in there are absolutely phenomenal. Don't you think it's a gorgeous piece?
Well, and it's in keeping with Julie's aesthetic, which is beautiful things from the outdoors.
Right. And this is called a watercolor grapefruit bowl, right?
Right, and the idea is to fill it with water and kind of float grapefruit blossoms on the top of it.
Oh, nice. Again, this is water. Isn't that great? It's waterproof, so you can put water in there, float things on, and you've got all these lovely pieces all the way around it. This is a fantastic piece. I'm telling you, people, this would be great to have in the home. You can do so many things with it. You can put it in so many different rooms.
And I've seen Julie make these bowls, and she really works the clay. She has a very interesting process where she kind of pulls the clay and makes it very delicately, and then puts it in the kiln, of course, very delicately, takes it out, and it comes out with kind of this ethereal...
and no two look alike.
Oh, never.
Never ever, because again, the pulling the sensitive things that she does. And again, we want to make sure the watercolor bowl, it's valued at $420. We only have a $125 bid, but I think we got a little fight going on that big bowl of chilies, Dee.
That's right. We've got an auction here. I've got 3 bidders. I've got one over here, and one in the back that are all bidding on the bowl of chilies. Right now, the bowl of chilies is at $250. I have my little Jack's mallet, and I'm going to close this out. So I've got $250. I need $275. Going once at $250. Going once at $250. Do I have $275? We're going once at $250. I'm going twice at $250. Who's got a bid? I got $250 over here. Now we got to go $265. $265. Going once at $250, once at $250. Once at $250. Going twice. I've got $265. Okay, $275 to the lady on my right. Going once. Going twice. I've got to close it. It's going $265. You snooze, you lose. Nope, she's got it at $265.
They already sold it.
No, she got it at $265.
You want it at $265?
We got it. Anyway, that's how fast it goes here. You got to call to bid. Call in, get registered so you can bid. We're going to go back over to this beautiful bowl by Julie Diane. This was one of my favorite pieces in the auction. And Mary Ellen's going to tell us a little bit more about the process.
Yes, Dee. Julie she's told me, she said it starts in the garden for Julie. She's kind of a sanctuary consultant in the sense that food, floral, ceramics, it's all part of a big picture for Julie, where she believes that our homes should be our sanctuaries. So the idea behind this piece is you actually bring things out from the garden, bring them into the home, and you have beautiful plates and bowls to put those things in. So if you're a gardener, for instance, and you have these beautiful oranges or lemons from your tree, then you really could use this bowl to put grapefruits in. It looks delicate, but it's very, very substantial piece of art.
Now, Dee is a lot more careful than we are because she's putting some gloves on right now, aren't you, Dee?
That's right.
Absolutely. Now, come on, get those gloves on, and you got to tip
no
it.
Pressure on TV.
Okay.
I dropped my Mickey Mouse.
She dropped her Mickey Mouse hands. So we're going to have a tip. Oh, this is a good idea. Oh, excellent. Look at the detail in here. And like Mary Ellen was saying, she pulls each of these little petals, and so each one is unique. And the colors, there's pink, there's blue, there's tan. You got to get up close and just appreciate this. And then to put water in it and float little blossoms on top.
It's a really good piece for year-round too on a table. You can float some little greenery in it at Christmas. Or you can do, just a little potpourri of what's in your yard.
Sure, whatever's in the yard. And whatever kind of turns you on as far as greenery or anything else that you can put in it. Yep. Amazing. We got to give a call. 800-270-6601. I know you're going to get sick and tired of me saying that number, but we've got to get you to call because you're going to miss out on these. You saw what happened with the chili bowls. There were 3 people on. One hesitated. The second one hesitated. Boom, it was gone. That's how fast it goes, and we don't want you to miss out on this. So far, we have a $200 bid, but this is valued at $420. I know we can get a bell ringer out of this, but we need your help, and we need your help right now. 800-270-6601. Please give us a call because we need your help. That's what the art auction is all about. And the beauty of some of these pieces, these are one of a kind. These are artists who have donated their pieces because they care, and because they care about KVIE and what's going on, right, Mary Ellen?
And this piece with Julie, she talks about cooking in the kitchen and how these little cups could hold different types of herbs and spices.
Ooh, it could do that. I didn't even think about that.
It's just kind of fun and happy.
Yeah. It's a happy piece. It's a good piece. And again, we've got to get you to call. 800-270-6601. If you don't make the call, you're going to miss out on it, and we don't want you to do that. Please make that call now. Don't wait. You'll think about it later and go, gee, I wish I would have called, or I wish I would have done that. And wishing does not make it so. Only thing that'll make it so is for you to make that call right now at 800-270-6601. These are great pieces, and these artists have donated their heart and their passion, and we want to make sure that you can care just as much about them as they do. And if you care about KVIE, That's the way it's going to go. So are we going to try and give this away right now? Oh no, please don't do this to me. Again, it's only $200 bid, $420 value. And Mary Ellen, you can attest, this is worth more than $420.
Definitely, and it's going
to work. Okay, going once, $200. 800-270-6601. You can still dial real fast. Going twice. We got a couple of calls coming in. I bet you we might just get a bid going on. I'm going to hold off until I hear absolutely for sure if I'm going to give this one away. Going twice. Which one? Do we have any bids on the watercolor grapefruit bowl? Anybody over there bidding? If not, I'm going to, stand by. I got the finger over there, and they said, hold on, don't go away yet. Okay, we're going to hold on. We're going to hold on to it for just a little bit longer because we've got, I think, a bid going on over there. $225, we got a bid of $225. Can we do better than that? Should I give it away, or should I just hold on to it? What do you say, guys? You tell me. If not, I'm going to close it off right now. Going once. Going twice. I got the mallet, and I'm going to use it. Please. Okay, you got it. $225. Done. Done deal.
Yay.
Broke my heart, but we did it. Okay, we have more original art for you to bid on and buy coming up in the next KVIE Art Auction section. So stay with us. A whole lot more coming your way. We've got it all.
It's easy to bid on items featured in the art auction. Here's how. Explore the collection online at kvie.org/art auction. Make note of the date and time your favorite artwork comes up for bid, or stay tuned. When a piece of art catches your eye, quickly call 1-800-270-6601 and a volunteer will assist you. Most items will be sold in less than 7 minutes. Bid high and bid often so you don't miss any of your favorite items.
Stay tuned for the sculpture category coming up next on the KVIE Art Auction. Juried by Fred Gordon, this category features three-dimensional works in all media, including functional art. View all of the categories featured in this year's art auction at kvie.org/art auction. Bid high and bid often.
But the key is to bid, because then all of a sudden it's going to be gone and you're going to say, but I wish I would have, and I don't want you to do that. But we have another exceptional collection of original art to present to you in this half hour. Let's take a quick look at all the art up for bid in this half hour. There are some stunning pieces, starting with Beginning. This is 10A. It's by Inger Price. It's a steel piece. And wait till you see it. You can see it up close. It's absolutely terrific. Then there's 10B, Pisanki, and that is by Joan Bridges. It is a mixed media. And then 10C is, this is so cute. Wait till you see this one. Funky Owl. He looks a little depressed, but we're going to, cheer him up a little bit. The Funky Owl by Margot Kaufman. And then one of my favorite pieces, and I think will be yours too, is 10D, which is Cherry Cheesecake. And this is by Robin Slake, and he has a great backstory. We'll tell you all about that. Next is 10E, which is a Southwestern Memories by Judy Soa. And this is so pretty. If you love Southwestern art of any kind, this would be a one of a kind for you. And last but not least, Fairy Queen No. 2 by B.B. Chulo. And I'm, of course, Mary Jane Popp, along with Mary Ellen, I should say, Lane. And we've got all these pieces going for you. So let's kick it off with the first one. And we're going to start with Beginning. That's where the beginning is, right, Mary Ellen?
That's right. And this is a piece that actually is about beginnings, because it's named that, first of all, but also the artist, Inger Price, is a sculptor. I don't know what we would say.
Sculptor, that's good.
Sculptor,
yeah.
Okay. And she bends metal, and this was her first use of gold in this piece. As you can see, it's really beautiful gold.
Gold, black, red, gorgeous.
This white table base here is to signify a new beginning, a clean slate.
Oh, and it is all metal. And it goes all the way down to the floor, by the way, folks. So this can almost be like a little piece where you can put knickknacks on here, can't you?
Well, you could. Inger would like for this piece to be displayed indoors because she says that the metal can get kind of hot in the Sacramento summer.
Oh, yeah.
So
Unless you have a shady place.
that might work.
Yeah.
But what's cool about this piece is it could go in a garden setting, like so for instance a greenhouse or a covered patio, and you know this flower kind of signifies the phoenix rising in a kind of organic sense.
Yeah, the opening and the you know the little things coming out of it. It is the beginning, and I love the piece because you can put it any place in the house because it's all the way down to the floor. You don't have to display it on something. It is the display itself.
Right. It's a very nice piece, and it's very very artistically done with the metal. This is hard to do to shape.
Oh, yeah.
To you know metal work or welding. I talked to Inger. She said that welding is one of her favorite things to do because she turns solid to liquid to solid.
Really?
Well, you know, when you're soldering and that kind of thing.
Yeah, but that's phenomenal. Now this piece, the value in it is $700. But we have a $200 starting bid. That's not enough, not for this piece. That's a lot of work to go into this piece, don't you think, Mary Ellen?
It is a lot of work because Inger, she started out as a welder, which is traditionally a male-dominated field. So she kind of had to work really hard to become accomplished in welding and sculpting. And so she's very much into public art. She's into giving back to her community, and that's why she donated this piece to KVIE, is because she believes in public television.
Fantastic. Well, obviously, and I mean, to create this piece for us, I mean, that's absolutely phenomenal. It's a $700 value. We do have a $200 bid at this point, but I know, you know it's definitely valued more than that. So 800-270-6601, 800-270-6601. We need to have those calls as soon as possible. Like ASAP, come on people, we need to have your help. So moving right along, we're moving over to Pasanki, am I pronouncing that right?
Pasanki.
Pasanki, okay, Pasanki by Joan Bridges. I think these look like Fabergé eggs. I mean, what a work of art.
Well, they're Ukrainian folk art. The artist is Joan Bridges, and you may know of her because she's taught this to many, many people in the area. She's gone to the Sacramento Library and given many a lecture on how to do Pasanki, which is a wax resist on these eggs. She draws the design. It's similar to the art of batik, if you know what that is like. And the patterns are Ukrainian kind of traditional patterns.
This is beautiful. I mean, each one is so unique, so individual. And how much work does this take to do an egg?
Well, Joan told me that each one can take up to 12 hours depending on the pattern. Yeah.
Wow, 12 hours of work. And we've got how many here? We got a dozen.
Right.
A dozen times 12. Whoa, that's a lot of hours put into this, but look at the beauty and the detail and the colors. This can go into a kitchen, it can go on a dining room table, and again, a major conversation piece because people come in and want to see all the different colors and the different designs for each one. Again, 270-6601, that's 800-270-6601. Heath, you love these, don't you?
I actually do, and when the artist Miss Bridges came in, she was going to donate one of the eggs in a display, and we were all so enamored by these pieces that she said, you know what? Why don't you pick a dozen? And so we decided this is how we wanted to display all of the eggs. We each picked out a piece so that they could be a unique presentation of these wonderful Pasanki eggs that she has donated to the art auction. What a unique item for your home. You're just not going to find this anywhere else. And the way that you get involved is by calling one of these lovely phone bank volunteers. They're here ready to take your calls. 1-800-270-6601. I also want to thank Broderick Roadhouse. They provided food for us for lunch. Thank you to them. Make sure you go visit them in West Sacramento. And also a shout out to Detail Salon. They're here all day providing hair and makeup for all of our on-air talent so that we can look our best. Thanks to Detail Salon. Now let's head back over to the lovely ladies, Mary Jane and Mary Ellen.
Oh, and Heath, I must say, you look marvelous. It's just marvelous. Anyway, come on, people. We need your help, and we need it now. There's only a $90 bid on this. And these pieces, it doesn't have to be only displayed this way. They can be displayed in different places, too, can't they?
Sure, anywhere. You know, the thing that's interesting about these eggs to me is it's a tradition that's been passed down, Mary Jane, from the artist. Her mother taught her, and then her grandmother taught her mother. So it's a folk art in the true sense, and then these eggs kind of symbolize life, fertility, passion, flowers, animals, and love. You love animals, don't you?
I absolutely adore animals, and there's just a little something for everyone, and the colors are magnificent, but they do remind me of what we used to call Fabergé eggs, you know, but it's so much more. But we got to get that call going. If you don't call, you're going to miss out on this one. And again, this is such a unique piece. It can be displayed almost any place, anytime, in different containers. It doesn't have to be, but this is a ceramic container. It looks beautiful displayed this way.
Probably, the artist probably made the containers.
Oh, yeah.
She's a ceramic artist, and she's very well known. She's done it for many, many years and taught many people how to do it.
You bet. 270-6601. I know you're getting tired of me saying it, but I'm going to say it again. 800-270-6601. On the Pasanke, we only have a $90 bid. This is valued at $300. And even that seems low to me when you're talking about a dozen eggs at 12 hours per. I mean, absolutely unbelievable. So please come on, people, give us a bid. Again, 800-270-6601. Now, if you want something fun, now we've got it for you. The Funky Owl. This is so cute. It's unbelievable. The Funky Owl, if we get a close-up of this Funky Owl right into his eyes, you're looking into the soul of a lot of people that I know. I mean, I'm telling you right now. Mary Ellen, don't you know somebody that looks just like that?
Absolutely, Mary Jane. You know, I think I like the funkiness of the owl in the sense of it's kind of cartoonish, and that's in the tradition of the ceramic funk art movement. And Margot Kaufman, the artist, told me that that's what she was going for.
I love this. This is so cute. But he just looks at, and when he looks at you, he just kind of looks right into your eyes, and you look right into his eyes. And this is only a $60 piece. We have a $40 bid right now. I know we can make this one a bell ringer. Come on, people. 800-270-6601. Funky Owl, when you look into his eyes, it's unbelievable. Now, is this clay?
Yes, it's clay. It's a hand-built piece, which means the artist just molded it from clay and then put all the texture in. She's got some other little motifs here, flowers and things on the bottom. But I think the owl's face is a caricature. You know, owls are so in right now. Have you noticed?
Oh, yeah. A lot of people collect like all kinds of owls, big ones, little ones, of all, you know, different textures, etc. But this one's eyes is absolutely incredible. And again, that's 800-270-6601. Come on, people, we got to get those phones ringing. And again, the Funky Owl, let's see, we have we got a bell ringer. Our Funky Owl, we got a bell ringer. Fantastic. I love it. Now, I know we can do better on the Pasanke, though. I'm telling you, only $200, and it's only $300 and some to begin with of all the work that she did. So please, 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 please give us a call. 800-270-6601. Look, I am not above begging. I will beg. I will do anything because I think KVIE is an absolutely fantastic entity that we have in our own backyard with the wonderful programming. And if you do not call, you know, some programming may have to go away. We don't want that to happen. 800-270-6601. What's happening over there in the phone bank, people?
All right, 10A beginning is about to end. We're going to close this item at $200 is the current bid. It is going once at $200. Twice at $200. Sold for $200. 10A beginning has ended its run at $200. Thank you and congratulations to the high bidder on that item. And now back over to Mary Jane.
Oh boy, have we got a Funky Owl here. And of course we got we got an $80 bid on the Funky Owl. And that's great.
It is great. I love this little piece. I think it would be really kind of a handsome piece for a child's room. And, you know, it's just rendered so nicely.
Are you going to let somebody steal this away from you for 80 bucks? Come on! Again, 800-270-6601, 800-270-6601, the funky owl, those eyes. If you just see those eyes, they're just beautiful. I love it. It looks like right into you. I mean, he's looking at you. Here's looking at you, kid. That's the whole thing. He's just so great. 800-270-6601. Again, an $80 bid on the funky owl. That's going to be our bell ringer unless we get someone else calling in with a little bit more. Now, this one is such a fun piece. Mary Ellen, this is called Cherry Cheesecake, as if I didn't know. And it's a wall piece, but there's a backstory behind this, isn't there?
There is. This is by Robin Slakey. She's a local ceramic artist. She's very popular. You may know her work from last year. She was in the State Fair. She won Best of Show in the State Fair, which is not easy to do. And the piece was called Teacup Totem, and it went all the way up to the ceiling. This piece, Cherry Cheesecake, has a background story. Her family likes cakes and pies, and she makes a lot of pies for her family. This commemorates a special event between her daughter and her son-in-law. So she made this in homage to them.
Now, was it the son-in-law that actually proposed to his wife at the Cherry Cheesecake, or the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Right, over a piece of cherry cheesecake.
Oh, and this is the inspiration for that.
Right, yes.
I love it. And it looks good. My husband does cherry cheesecake, and he loves it too. Dee, what do you think?
Okay, this is how fast it goes. I'm going to take item number 10B, the lovely set of eggs. I've got 215. I'm going to close it once at 215, twice at 215, 3 times at 215. The eggs are gone. Now I'm going to do 10C. Let's do 10C, the funky owl. 10C is a bell ringer. Whoop whoop. I've got $100 and I've got $100. I got $100 going once on the owl, going twice on the owl. $100 bell ringer on the owl. It's closed. That's how fast it goes. So you need to call up now if you're interested in any of these items. Get your bidder number and get ready to bid. Let's go back to our Curator's Award for Cheesecake. I love this piece. I picked it for an award. Why don't you tell us some more about it, Mary Ellen?
It's very, the thing that I like about this piece is right here, if you'll notice, there's some fused amber glass that kind of gives you that feel of that crunchy graham cracker crust.
Yum.
That you love about a cheesecake. But this doesn't have any calories.
I know, but let me tell you, it looks so real that guess what I'm going to include with this? If you make the bid, a bell ringer. You ready? I've got a gold fork that's going to go with it. This is no, it's not, 14 karat or anything, but it's gold plated. And as a gold-plated fork, I'm going to include the fork with it. I'm going to be very genteel. There you go. The fork is going to go with it, but you got to call right now, 800-270-6601. It looks ready to eat.
Well, I think if a fork coming from you, Mary Jane, with the piece, makes it even more valuable.
You think so?
I do.
And this came from my very kitchen. I mean, this is my own drawer. I got this out of my drawer this morning. I said to my husband, I want to take one of our gold forks. And he goes, fine, do it. It's for a good cause. So the gold fork goes right along with it. We've got a $150 bid right now. It's valued at $500. I'm telling you right now, I know we can get a bell ringer on this one. 800-270-6601. Great story that goes along with it. So it's a conversation piece. And it's detail, absolutely fantastic. Right, Mary Ellen?
Yeah, I think that it would look great on a kitchen wall.
Fantastic. Okay, we're going to move on here, but doggone it. Come on, people. 800-270-6601. I'm going to say this in my sleep tonight. 800-270-6601. Please give us a call as soon as possible because we want to make sure that you get some of these wonderful, wonderful pieces. Now we have one called Southwestern Memories. Tell us about this one, Mary Ellen.
Well, this is an interesting piece because of Alpha Fired Ceramics is a studio, and there's a little group of women who work, and this piece of driftwood on top of this was given to Judy by the previous artist, Robin Slakey. They all are kind of retired art teachers, and they work together, and they have a really good time. Judy wanted to create a Southwestern ideal with this piece, and another thing kind of in homage to her mother. a Santa Fe vibe. If you'll notice the textures and the wash, and kind of this lid has kind of an arrowhead on it, which I think is really interesting.
I love this piece of wood on top. It's like driftwood, isn't it?
It is driftwood, which is a kind of a dichotomy because that comes from the ocean, and this is kind of a desert piece. So the thing that I think is really neat about this is you could have it be like a memory vessel or a worry box, where you could take the lid off and write a worry down on a piece of paper, put it in the vessel, and then just let your cares go.
See, it comes off, actually comes off. I love this piece. This is gorgeous. A lot of detail work on it too.
It is. It's a lot of work. There's a double wash on here. She kind of used a brown wash glaze and then did a white wash and then fired it twice, I think she said.
Beautiful piece. This is absolutely, if you like anything that has to do with Southwestern, kind of Native American types of things, this would definitely be a piece that would be magnificent in your home. Now, we only have a $45 bid on this. This is valued at $100. So, and that's a steal. I think, don't you think, for $100?
It is a steal because Judy is an emerging artist. She is affiliated with the Blue Line Gallery in Roseville, and her work is this is different for her. She pushed the limits a little bit.
Absolutely. 800-270-6601. We're going to check out what's happening in the phone banks.
Okay. Hi, I'm here to talk about a Curator's Award. And what a Curator's Award is I only picked 4 pieces out of those 240 pieces that were my favorite pieces. And this was one of them by Robin Slakey. We love her. It's cheesecake. It's got a value of $500. I've only, oh no, here she comes.
Darn it, folks. I'm telling you right now, we've got to get the, come on, Dee. This is unbelievable. Look at this.
It's a beautiful piece. If you know somebody, buy it for your favorite chef. Buy it to celebrate your daughter. She made this for her daughter. What a nice way to celebrate a mother-daughter relationship.
You bet.
It looks beautiful on the wall. It can also be put in a little corner shelf. Right now, I've only got a bid of $150. I need $500. This is an auction, folks.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is a piece. It looks like good, ready to eat, for heaven's sake. It's just gorgeous. And the work that went, and turn this around just a little bit. She was talking about the amber. Look at this. Look at the shine.
Sparkle.
That's amber.
Those are actually crushed beer bottles.
No way. Are you serious?
We love people who upcycle. Yes, we do.
Never mind. It's amber.
Well, amber is
it's
a bottle
amber
color.
beer.
That's
so,
it.
you know.
It's a beautiful piece. Robin does great work. She gives us a piece every year. She wants us to get that $500 so we can watch Doc Martin at 10 o'clock.
Yes, I love Doc Martin. Don't let him go away. He's going to go away if you don't give me some, let's go with the belt.
We're going to close this on air.
No.
Going once.
No.
Cherry cheesecake.
No.
Going twice
No.
for cherry cheesecake. Sold cherry cheesecake.
That's sold.
All right. Get back over there.
All right, doggone it.
1-800-270-6601. That's the number to call. Make our volunteers get these phones ringing, get them to work. Every dollar you spend on this beautiful piece of art supports the mission of public television and your favorite local station. That's KVIE. Mary Jane, back to you.
Okay, I'm heartbroken. Okay, we had to get rid of the cherry cheesecake. But guess what? We've got a Fairy Queen #2. This is a stunning piece, Mary Ellen.
Isn't it beautiful? It's by the artist B.B. Chulo, and he is a fantasy, he creates fantastical and mystical worlds.
Ooh.
This piece is really cool because it's got gold in it. And, it's almost like she is surveying her realm, I think.
And she's kind of holding her hands up across her chest and her heart. It's the heart of her realm, right?
Right. And the artist is also a writer. He writes children's books and
really?
kind of has mystical fantasy worlds that he creates.
And this almost has like a Thailand or Asian, kind of an influence, don't you think?
It has kind of, to me, it has kind of that, I wouldn't say new age, but
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at the colors, all the different colors. It's gold and green and a kind of a maroonish and blue. It's just beautiful.
It is a beautiful iridescent glaze on the, And I was talking to the artist, and he told me he envisions this in the garden also, like
outside. Really?
Yeah, with butterflies around it, and
wow.
and almost like a conjuring in a way of, you know, the mystical realm.
Wouldn't you love to just? I'd love to have this in my bedroom to wake up to every morning and just look at her and think of, I'm going to conquer the world. She looks like the whole world is hers.
She does have that look on her face.
She's just beautiful. The work, though, that went into this, you know, just the formation with the hat or the cap and the collar, it's just gorgeous piece.
And it's an icon, I think, that you could keep in the family for a while. So say if you had like a strong, empowered mother in your family and you gave this to her as a gift, and then it passed down to the daughter or, you know, the granddaughter, and you just have it forever. It's because ceramics do last forever.
Again, it's 800-270-6601. Do you want this one to get away from you? No, you don't. You got to do something very, very special on this one. Now, we do have a $100 bid at this point, and I believe this one is valued at what, $350? Yeah, $350. $350. Well, come on, people. I know we can make that call. 800-270-6601. Make the call now. Right, folks?
That's right. So item 10E, we're going to close it right now. It's got a high bid of $300. This is Southwestern Memories. Southwestern Memories is going once. Going once at $300. It's going twice at $300. Sold at $300. That's 10E. And now back to Fairy Queen number 2 with our 2 queens over there.
So we got a bell ringer. Okay, we've got this fairy piece. This is absolutely fantastic. I hope we can do well on this one. Now, we only have a $100 bid on this, but as you said, Mary Ellen, this is a perfect piece to pass on to a daughter, a granddaughter, someone special in your life. This can go on for generations, I'm telling you right now. And I just don't want to let this one go unless we can really, really do well. Wouldn't it be nice if we could finish up with a bell ringer on this one? This one deserves a bell ringer because the gorgeous colors and it almost has a spiritual, like you said, a spiritual feel to it when you look at it.
When the artist also does other mythical characters like dragons, and he creates those worlds, and he really kind of lives in that world,
yes,
which is nice.
Absolutely. Oh, come on, people. I know we can do better on the Fairy Queen number 2. It's valued at $350. We only have a $100 bid. I know we can do better than that. And I know Dee's coming over here because she's going to chastise me because I want to get a bell ringer on this one.
We're going to the phone bank.
We're going to go to the phone bank. You carry it.
Come on.
Okay,
Come on,
I'm going. Here I go. Let's go. We're going to do this. I love it. Oh, no problem. Maybe if I trip over a cord, someone will bid more. Do you think?
Okay. Oh, that is a bad thing to say.
No, it's not. I want to get a bell ringer.
Here is. Can you hold that for me? Look at that. I got my own microphone holder.
Look at this. What a class
act.
act.
And we have this beautiful little fairy here. We want to end this with a bell ringer, don't we, honey?
Okay, we're going to work this because I feel that we can get a bell ringer on this one. Now, I know. Now, I've been on the air with you for like 30 years. Come on, people. Do this as a favor to me.
30 years. It's only been an hour.
An hour? No. I mean, in Sacramento.
Okay.
Sacramento. And the thing is, all I'm doing is asking for one bell ringer here. Please give it. I know we can do well on
Okay, this is how fast it goes. We have already set up the art for the next hour. We're going to take this off air.
No.
And here
we got a bell ringer? On the Fairy Queen?
Yeah.
What are we closing at?
How much? $350.
Okay, we got $350. Now we're going to get ready to go into our next hour. We've got $375.
We got more. We got more.
We need a gavel.
Thank you. I love you, people. 800-270-6601. Give this kind of love to the people that are coming up next.
Keep watching because coming up next is more original art that you can bid on and buy here at the KVIE Art Auction.
I love you, people.